Good morning, class. I hope that all of you will be fine and safe at your home. And whatever we have talked about in previous video, you have understood it very well. And today we will see the remaining chapter. Okay, let's see. We were talking about laws and dissent. And here, not today, we will talk about its types. Means dissent can be of two types. First is constructive dissent, and second is, let's see which is second. Second is destructive dissent. Okay, so first is constructive dissent. What is the meaning of constructive? First of all, the word has been used on the screen. I hope that you can see easily. So first I want to talk about what is constructive. Constructive means to make construction. This word, if you see construction, okay, if you remove IVE, construction means banana, निर्माण करना, okay, and dissent means matbhed. I have told you before. Constructive dissent, how this word used here, let's see. The constructive dissent is a creative way of showing dissent. Okay, this is a way by which you can show your dissent, your opposition. Okay, you can show. In this form of dissent, people show their disagreement in a peaceful manner instead of resorting to destructive ways. Okay, instead of means इसके बजाय. Okay, okay. Constructive and destructive. Destructive is the opposite word of constructive. Got it? Constructive means निर्माण करना, बचाना, बनाना, और destructive means destroyer, खराब करना. Okay, harmful. Means in constructive dissent, people shows their disagreement, that they are not satisfied with the rule, with the law. Okay, but how they show their anger or their disagreement, or how they show in peaceful manner. Okay, they show their disagreement in peaceful manner. And what is peaceful? Peaceful means Shantipurn. Okay, peace, Shanti, instead of restoring to destructive. Got it? Restoring means taking help. Okay, taking help of destructive ways. इसके बजाय, इसको इस्तेमाल करने के बजाय इसका peaceful manners का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Okay, now see the meaning. Destructive dissent. People protest to show disagreement towards the laws which are not favorable for them. In destructive dissent, people show their anger, okay, or their disagreement, okay, and protest. Protest means विरोध करना. They protest, opposition, oppose, to show their disagreement towards the laws which are not favorable to them. Got it? Which are not favorable to them. What is the meaning of favorable? Favorable means suitable. SUITABLE, suitable for them. Got it? We often find students, communities, and unions blocking roads and setting public property on fire because they are not happy with the system or law. Okay, many times we have seen in the news, okay, that some students or some communities or some unions, what they have did, they block. Okay, they block the road. First of all, block means band kar dena. Okay, they block the road and setting public property on fire. They set fire the public property because they are not happy with the laws or with the system. They are not happy with the system or the laws. Such destructive dissent can only bring distractions and unhappiness to all concerned. When people started to take help, okay, to take help of destructive dissent, it's only bring distractions and unhappiness. What? Destruction, barbadi, or unhappiness. Okay, to all concerned. Consent means we can say we should careful, all careful. Let us take a look at two such instances which demonstrate both types of dissent. Okay, let's see. We will see two situations. Okay, two situation we will see. Instance means examples right here. Example. Instance means example. Got it? And another word is demonstrate. Demonstrate means show. SHOW. Show means dikhana, which show both types of dissent. Got it? First we will see the salt satyagraha of 1930. The salt satyagraha of 1930. The British imposed, okay, imposed means लगाया जाना, थोपा जाना. The British imposed salt tax according to which the manufacturing and sale of salt became a British monopoly. Okay, monopoly means adhikar, ekadhikar. It means only the British government have the right to manufacture and sell the salt. Got it? Who has the right in it? We are talking about 1930, year of 1930. That time, British imposed salt tax. Okay, salt tax according to which it means only British had the monopoly or British had the right to manufacture and sell the salt. No individual was allowed to make salt. No individual. Okay, it's mean no a private individual, we can say personal or a particular private. Okay, no any person have allowed to make salt. Okay, no one have the right to make salt. Who have the right? Only British government. They had the right. No, not a single person. Gandhiji launched salt satyagraha against this tax. Gandhiji started a satyagraha that is called salt satyagraha against this tax. Which tax? Salt tax. Against the salt tax, he started a movement, a satyagraha. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji, along with his followers, left the Sabarmati ashram at Ahmedabad and walked to Dandi, a village on the west coast of India. Means Gandhiji with his followers, with his pupils, okay, they all started moving towards Dandi, which is a village near the west coast of India. They left their ashram where they lived, Sabarmati ashram at Ahmedabad, and they started moving towards Dandi place. He reached Dandi on 6th April 1930. Okay, they all reached 6th April 1930. When they started moving, they started on 12th of March 1930 and they reached 6th of April 1930. Here, he protested against the tax by making salt. Okay, here they protested, I have told you before, protested means we can say विरोध करना, okay, objection करना. Here they objected, okay, they had objection, they started objected against the, और नहीं यहाँ पे क्या किया, विरोध किया against the tax, which tax, salt tax, by making salt. It signifies a challenge to the authority of the government. Got it? It signifies. Signifies means we can say notify, inform. Okay? It inform a challenge to the authority of the government. The Dandi March marked the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. This march, okay? This march they called it as civil disobedient. Disobedient means obedient, disobedience. Okay, disobedience means आज्ञा का उल्लंघन करने वाला, अवज्ञा. Okay, civil disobedience movement. It called civil disobedient movement. Okay, in the picture you can see Gandhiji with his followers. Okay, now see next page. Now on next page we will see destructive dissent. Okay, see anti-liquor campaign. Anti-liquor campaign. Liquor means sarab, wine, and campaign means abhiyan, movement, andolan. Post-independence, India witnessed an anti-liquor movement led by the women in Andhra Pradesh. After independence, okay, the women of Andhra Pradesh, they started an anti-liquor movement, okay, in Andhra Pradesh. They organized a large-scale protest against the increase in the number of liquor shops. When women saw that there are lots of liquor shops are opening day by day, okay, so what they did, they start protest against the liquor, okay, and they start also a anti-liquor movement in which the licensed liquor shops had opened unauthorized counters to increase their sale. They have seen that the persons with the license of liquor shops, they had opened many counters for increasing their sale, for getting more and more money, for earning more and more money by selling liquor. They started many counters for selling. At the time of independence, Mahatma Gandhi tried to root out this harmful habit. Okay. At the time of independence, Mahatma Gandhi also working on it, and he was trying to remove this bad habit from the people. He was also trying to root out means दूर करना. Okay, root out means दूर करना this harmful habit. This is the reason why provisions of liquor is included in the directive principle of state policy in part 4th of our constitution. And this is the reason, that's why in our constitution part 4th, in the directive principle of the state policy, it is included the liquor is harmful or prohibition. Prohibition means निषेध है. Okay, it added in our constitution. In 1956, a prohibition inquiry committee was formed to examine the problem of alcoholism and suggest steps to control it. Okay. In 1956, a committee formed. What is the aim of that committee? The aim of the committee was to examine, to find out the problem. They started to finding the reason of alcoholism. Alcoholism means शराबीपन. Okay, अधिक मदिरा पीने से उत्पन्न रोग, it's also called, and also suggesting steps to control it. The recommendations of this committee were accepted in 1956, and a resolution was passed in the Lok Sabha to make anti-liquor campaign a part of development program. Okay, the recommendation of this committee. When the committee saw their result and recommendation and recommend, okay, some suggestion that was shown in the Lok Sabha, okay, and also accepted in Lok Sabha, and from that time they started some development programs. Many states have imposed a partial ban on the sale of liquor. Okay, many states started imposing some partial ban on sale of liquor, that they are not fully allowed to selling. Okay, with some conditions they have allowed. However, besides the law, social awareness is equally important to control this evil. Okay, social awareness. People should aware about this, that how much harmful is the liquor is. And for making them aware, some volunteers came. Okay, voluntary organizations, NGOs, and rehabilitation centers are helping people in giving up these habits. Some some volunteer organizations, some NGO. What is the full form of NGO? NGO means non-governmental organization. Okay, and rehabilitation. Rehabilitation means rehabilitation programs means punarvyavastha. Okay, but here is not used program. So we will see rehabilitation means punarvas, resettlement. You can say resettlement. Okay, they can start. They will leave their bad habit and they will start living their life as before by giving up these bad habits, and these organizations were helping. Now we will see descent to reservation in independent India. Descent to reservation in independent India. What is the meaning of this? Let's see. In India, the people have the right to express their opinion on the policies of government. Means in India, we have the rights by which we can show our disagreement, our opinion, that we are satisfied or not, we are agree or not. We can show our views. Okay, we have the right about the policies of the government. Sometimes people show their dissent about a law which does not find favor with them. Many times when people were disagree, okay, they show their dissent in different kinds. In how many kinds? Dissent is divided in two types. How many types you can show dissent? In constructive way, and second is destructive way. Constructive way and destructive way, which we have seen before. Now you will see the Mandal Commission was established in India in 1979 to give more reservations to SC and ST candidates in various sectors. Okay, what is the full form of SC ST? SC means scheduled caste and ST means scheduled tribe. The candidate of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, okay, for giving them, for the candidate of ST and ST, okay, a Mandal Commission was established in 1979, so they will got more reservation in various sectors. Okay, in various sectors they will got more reservation. In 1980, the Commission's report was given in favor of these candidates and members of lower caste. Okay, in 1980 it was established in 1979, and it gives the report about them, about the lower caste, and also in their favor in 1980 after 1 year. Other backward classes, OBC, okay, OBC, other backward classes, scheduled caste SC, and scheduled tribes ST were given exclusive access to a certain portion of government jobs and slots in public universities, and recommended change to these quotas, increasing them from 27% to 49.5%. Okay, means these okay classes OBC, SC, ST, for them they got some exclusive access. Exclusive means, what is the meaning of exclusive? Exclusive means unique, okay, special, some special quotas, some special reservation, okay, given to them, so they can access, okay, some special reservation, access to them. Access means पहुंचना, मिलना, okay, प्रवेश करना in government job, in public universities, and also their quota increased from 27% to 49.5%. In 1989, a decade after the commission gave a report, its report, VP Singh, the Prime Minister at that time, tried to implement its recommendations. Okay. In 1989, a decade after, decade means dasak, 10, after 10 years we can say, लगभग 10 वर्ष after the commission reports give to Prime Minister, and Prime Minister tried to implement means लागू करना its recommendations. The criticism was sharp and colleagues across the country held massive protest against it. Criticism means criticize करना, आलोचना करना, okay. The criticism was sharp. Sharp means तेज, okay. People started criticizing cause of this reservation, cause of this recommendation and their implement. Okay, people started protesting, and people who were not agree with it, they started protest. Massive means bada, big. Okay, big. Okay, sharp and colleges across the country held massive protest against it. Soon after, soon after, a student of Delhi University threatened self-immolations in protest of the government section. Threatened means धमकी दी या धमकाना. Okay. Immolation means sacrifice. Okay. To sacrifice himself, a student, okay, announced it and protest against the government section. His act further sparked a series of self-immolation by other college students and led to formidable movement against the Mandal Commission. After watching this, other students of other college, they also inspired by it. Okay, they see when that situation, they also started doing same. What they start? They start self-immolation by other college students and lead to formidable. Formidable means bhayankar, terrible movement against the Mandal Commission started. Similarly, when the government made a law in 2006 for reservation of seats for backward classes in IITs and IIMs, okay, and other medical institutions, there were protests from people. The same condition also started in 2006 when the government made law for the reservation of backward classes. Okay, in management, in technology, or in medical, people also protest against it. Okay, class. So today I hope that whatever I have explained you have understood well, and in next period we will see its question answers, and go read it carefully again and again, read it, write its keywords, and find out exercise if you have the book. In another video, in next video, I will explain the remaining things. Okay, thank you.
Law is in dissent. When a law made by the government is against the interest of people, then people protest the law by showing their dissent. This has happened quite often when India was under British rule, and it still happens sometimes even after India has gained independence. Law is in dissent. When case study, anti-liquor campaign. Drinking liquor is a social evil that has resulted in ruining many lives. The families suffered due to the death of their breadwinners after drinking foolish liquor. At the time of independence, Mahatma Gandhi tried to root out this harmful habit. This is the reason why prohibition of liquor is included in directive principles of state policy in Part 4 of our Constitution. In 1956, a prohibition inquiry committee was formed to examine the problem of alcoholism and suggest steps to control it. The recommendations of this committee were accepted in 1956, and a resolution was passed in Lok Sabha to make anti-liquor campaign a part of development program. Many states have imposed a total or partial ban on the sale of liquor. However, besides the law, social awareness is equally important to control this evil. Voluntary organizations, NGOs, and rehabilitation centers are helping people in giving up these habits.